It is now time for your first of two main events of the evening. And it is for the AEW World Championship.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this should be quite the affair. The Exalted One. Burst on the scene. Seemed like he just got here, fellas.
Wake up.
And now he's in a title match.
Well, and deservedly so.
Well, he made his own way. He created his own opportunity. Because a guy, Tony, in my opinion, with a 5-0 record and just getting into town, may not be deserving, but he's smart. He surrounded himself with henchmen. We know Brodie Lee is a very accomplished veteran. So we'll see how this all works out, but nonetheless, he's so opportunistic, I guess is my point. So him winning the title tonight, officially, can't be a great shot.
I think he deserves the title shot. He doesn't deserve that title around his waist.
Yeah, I mean, it is customary for the challenger to enter first, and despite what you are seeing here, Brodie Lee is the challenger in this matchup.
A big, strong man. And you just got to hope that this match will remain one-on-one.
We saw members of the Dark Order come out. I noticed that 10 had a sling on his left arm.
Yeah, he was sacrificed to Jon Moxley by Mr. Brodie Lee last Wednesday night on Dynamite. I believe 10 has suffered a torn bicep due to the attack by Moxley. That's how little Brodie Lee cares for his followers in Dark Order, apparently.
Brodie Lee cares about Brodie Lee. Brodie Lee came here to become the AEW champion. That's obvious. He's negotiated his way into this opportunity. His eyes must tell one hell of a story. There's Mox.
Always making his own way to the ring.
Never the same way twice.
That's right.
A very Charlie Ramone-esque jacket there for the champion, Jon Moxley.
You know, these two men know each other very well.
Absolutely. They're not strangers at all.
No, Brodie Lee's a 16-year vet. Moxley's 15 years. But they were in the same area when they both were getting their careers started. They are no strangers. So they know each other's game plans, their tendencies, their strengths and weaknesses very well.
Jon Moxley and Brodie Lee shared many similar locker rooms when they were on the independent scene in the Northeast United States.
Also, we've got Moxley 11-0 in 2020. Mr. Brodie Lee 5-0 in 2020, both in singles competition. So
somebody's going to get their first loss here tonight of the year.
Let's see, it's going to come to an end. You're right.
That's got to be repulsive. All these guys, these security people, extra security. As far as repulsive, meaning that Brodie Lee's got the title. Now he just throws it down the canvas like it's nothing. I don't know if he respects anything. I saw in a bio sheet that, interesting remark here, Brodie Lee hates sneezing.
And yawning. Weakness. Give me a break.
Big, powerful man.
Let's throw it down to our colleague Dasha Gonzalez with the introductions for our first of two main events this evening.
Introducing the challenger from Rochester, New York, weighing 272 pounds, the exalted. He is the self-proclaimed AEW World Champion, Mr. Brodie Lee.
It's not yours, Brodie. It's not yours. Come on.
And his opponent, from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing 231 pounds, he is the AEW World Champion, John Moxley.
I know our ring announcer, Justin Roberts, watching at home, wishes he was here to do his John Moxley introduction, and we do too. Not the Dash is not, she's doing a great job.
She's wonderful.
But we miss Dustin.
We sure do.
You know, he told me he was the real JR.
He fantasizes about a lot of things.
All right. There we go. Were you watching at home? We're glad you're with us.
You bet.
Get your...
One fall 60, here we go.
Oh,
and
got
Moxley. Got caught with a big right hand from a big man. Moxley's in trouble here in the early going.
You know,
another right hand catches Moxley right on the jaw.
There's no finesse about John Moxley at all. He ran right into a guy. He knew what he was going to get. He's going to have to plow right through this.
But Brodie was anticipated it, and look, went for that high kick. Spilled over the top. His momentum carried him to the outside, and Moxley tope suicida.
That found its mark big time. And the big challenger.
Oh my God!
Taken down. Counters. It's as if Brodie Lee knew exactly what Moxley was going to do, because he had a counter for it almost before it was ready.
These two men know each other so well. They are able to anticipate one another, but Brodie Lee has taken a more psychological approach. John Moxley just
palm strike.
Yeah.
Uninhibited violence. Brodie Lee, very precise violence.
Seems like the many Asian wrestlers are very proficient with the palm strikes.
They are. Jushin Thunder Liger first and foremost among them. Using that running shote, the palm strike in the corner. And Brodie Lee using his to great effect. Front chancery suplex. Brodie bringing Moxley up to the top. Oh, a shovel hook there, catching Moxley on the jaw.
A plethora of strikes from both men.
Moxley came off the top, but Brodie Lee just wrapping his hands around the throat of the champion. And now a tope of his own.
Isn't that amazing? A man that size can do that tope.
And look how far John Moxley was sent reeling by that.
That's one of the larger tope suicidas you're going to see, ladies and gents. He's about a rack of ribs away from 300, looks to me like. Look at this.
It's like a refrigerator running down a flight of stairs. There is no way to stop it.
Very agile and brave to take a chance like that. Look at these shots.
Well, you knew this would come down to be a slugfest one time. Using the beard against him.
And the headbutt to the jaw. Mox looking for that German suplex on the barricade.
Oh,
but
look out here.
Oh!
Right into the steel. Unforgiving and unmovable.
Yeah, if you look, those steel barricades are anchored in concrete.
Paul Turner giving both men a lot of leeway here.
Well, the pressure on their officials for these title matches are...
Yeah, because you want to see a winner. You don't want to count out.
Exactly, and you don't want to screw it up.
And I get that.
And he knows Brodie Lee might rip his head off if he disqualified or he countered him out or disqualified him.
You're right. That's another... Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Moxley's spine his elbow, his lower back, all collided with that chair that was propped up. And Brodie Lee is somewhere in this neck of the woods. Based on the look of his eyes, we're not sure where. But Moxley just got a hell of a break, fellas.
And if you noticed, Moxley actually came up clutching his left elbow.
Yeah.
His right elbow was the one that he had surgically repaired last summer. So
Moxley goes to the crashes and burns, but he's out of the ring and he doesn't get a pinning situation. I'd say Moxley got a break there.
Dr. Sampson was here asking these guys if they needed medical attention, but they're back in the ring right now. And again, it's a slugfest like we anticipated.
Big overhand chops. And Moxley with those boxing elbows.
Man.
Charges in.
Oh.
Running knee strike. Brodie, though. Oh!
Oh!
Boy, these guys can take so much punishment. Both these men.
Kick the arm. Suplex.
Backdrop suplex. Moxley on roller skates.
Move out of the way. Oh, he couldn't even do it. Couldn't even move out of the way.
Oh!
But he can deliver a clothesline from the right side. Ken Mox, the AEW World Champion. Got stop power.
Oh, he spiked him!
And he's going to win the thing.
One, two.
Oh! He just shut the right arm up right in the nick of time. The right arm.
A little bruising on Brodie Lee's inside of his right arm there. Right there in your camera shot. How physical this match is. Bruising is going to happen. The major understatement of the night. Bruising is going to happen.
And Brodie Lee, this is the first time we've seen him this disoriented. And Jon Moxley continues to pursue the challenger and punish the challenger.
Severely discomforted, Brodie.
Moxley taking those gigantic steel steps.
He's got a plan. Does Mox. It won't be fancy.
No,
it won't be pretty.
And everybody just clearing out of the way. There's his belt.
Moxley has promised to bring beautiful, glorious violence to AEW. And he is doing exactly. Oh!
Man, you talk about, we said over and over how well these men know each other. That was a great example of that statement, because Brodie Lee was one step or maybe a half a step ahead of Jon Moxley, who looked like he had all the momentum and the plan was going his way.
He had plenty of momentum, but he took a long time getting those steps situated.
Yep.
And Brodie just waiting on it.
Moxley has been going for that jumping knee strike time after time this match, and Brodie able to anticipate and counter.
Oh my God.
Brodie.
The bell table.
Moxley. Oh! Shrugs Brodie off!
What a sickening splat of the human anatomy.
And referee Paul Turner checking on Brodie Lee. He's still conscious, but quite obviously dazed.
Dazed and maybe confused is the challenger for the AEW heavyweight title. Look at this. Oh, that's just willpower. Getting your legs under you and elevating a near 300-pound guy.
And if you notice, Brodie Lee's heels actually hit the top of the barricade, so it's almost like he came down on the back of his head. I think that's what disoriented him so much.
Moxley not allowing any surcease during his challenger, staying right on him.
Paul Turner just asked Moxley once again, do you need a doctor? And the answer is obviously no, because he can take a lot of punishment.
There's probably profanity, no.
Oh,
could have been.
Right hand.
A second, those palm strikes just used to such great effect here tonight.
The heel of the hand as a striking point.
And now, Mr. Brodie Lee with Jon Moxley up top.
Superplex.
Oh, Moxley hooks the leg.
Well, that was a nice counter.
A desperation counter by Moxley, and there sends Brodie to the outside.
They have literally fought all over this arena.
And now John Moxley. Oh no. Oh!
That ace of spades with Moxley's image on it.
Just a release suplex by Brodie into that set piece.
Boy, both men are just taking so much. Again, he's asking if they need a doctor. Checking in on both men because of the physicality of this match
And
the violence of it.
it looks like Brodie Lee is not, just stamping on the face of Moxley, or the image of Moxley. Tremendous thud.
Inside the ring.
The spine of John Moxley, the AEW World Champion, was driven into that playing card.
All right, I keep noticing that Paul Turner is looking. He looked over to Dr. Sampson. He waved him off. Checking with him again. Just, you got to wonder how much a guy can take.
Well, you can't just go guessing. If you look, the eyes is going to tell you the story, Tony.
Yeah.
And if Moxley's, or his hands down, he can't get up, he can't defend himself.
And you know, there's no quit in the mind of John Moxley, but he may be physically being pushed to his limit by Mr. Brodie Lee.
Well, sometimes you get that much of a size differential. It's that could be a deciding point in the point you're making, Excalibur, is that the size to carry that weight, the bigger, stronger guy. As the match goes longer, the smaller guy's body starts breaking up.
Yeah, having to carry the weight of a much larger opponent.
Look at this, just
is taxing.
Falling into the ring. On the other end, Mr. Brodie had to go down to one knee.
This fight is far from over no matter what happens here. Look at Mox waiting.
Oh my God.
Waist lock.
And he deadlifted Brodie, but Brodie got back down to his feet.
Oh, God. Wow. Right between the headlights.
He turned Moxley inside out with that boot, and now Brodie.
It could do it. This could do it, folks. This could. Oh! You saw Turner's hand coming down. Good 2.5, maybe longer.
And you saw Brodie right there mouthing no. He can't believe that Moxley was able to kick out.
I want to bring this up. That big foot from Brodie. You know what that reminded me of? Another Brodie.
Bruiser Brodie.
That was the Bruiser Brodie stomp is what that was.
And he put that boot.
Wow, did he ever?
Right between the eyes of the AEW World Champion.
And out of respect, perhaps, out of fatigue, more than likely, both men are regenerating their batteries. So who's got the most fuel in the second half?
Look at this. You talk about the eyes, Jim. Look at the eyes.
Moxley knows he's in deep water.
He rises to meet the he attempted to rise to meet the challenger, but the fatigue too great. Moxley trying.
And they're out there in no man's land.
I said they had fought all over the arena, but here they go on the stage now.
This is the one place.
There's so much danger could happen there. Look at the chips and the plunder, if you will.
Oh! A fiberglass poker chip driven into the face of Mr. Brodie, but he was able to avoid that paradigm shift.
Brodie indicating he's going to power bomb.
Power bomb right on this hard stage.
Yeah, right on the rampway. Boy, that uppercut right hand is effective from the challenger.
Moxley escapes. Now Moxley thinking paradigm shift. Oh my God!
Moxley.
Oh, they're going to need some medical attention now.
There's a doctor right there, Johnny, on the spot.
But can he even get down there?
They destroyed the rampway from the impact of both bodies, especially Brodie Lee's. Take another look.
Okay, you just heard him say, Doc, get in here as we take a look again.
That paradigm shift by Moxley.
I hope he doesn't stop the match. But I also hope that neither guy's physically destroyed, which they could be.
The staff and coaches.
There's Jerry Lynn out there.
This is a very serious situation.
UT Marshall and wait a minute, what is he saying? Paul Turner.
John Moxley has emerged.
Moxley the first man up. Moxley the first man up. We still have yet to see the challenger.
He's sliding on. It's
And Moxley on his feet.
There's Brodie.
oh, he's
Oh my God.
Brodie Lee has been busted open.
I mean, his head, the top of his head was what pierced that ramp first.
Yeah, just the top of his head's what's bleeding. That's the source of that cut. It's way up in his hairline. And now he's dazed. He's lost some blood. Looking for the big one.
Oh,
tried the
the paradigm shift. What? Oh, Moxley.
Moxley trying to widen the cut. Open this man up. Now Moxley's biting and hammering.
We've never seen a world title match like this, ever.
This is serious. Moxley teeing off on Brodie Lee.
Oh, good God.
Upside down with that straight up. What a
1, 2,
got him.
no!
I don't know how the hell this man is kicking out of these things. That's a tough son of a bitch, let me tell you something.
That time for sure, he was done.
Brodie Lee is bleeding a little bit more, losing more blood.
They're trying to choke him out now. Rear naked choke.
Moxley using the bulldog choke, but he transitions into the rear naked. He has one hook in, and Brodie is fading. His eyes are closed. His hand is dropped.
It's over.
That is it. John Moxley retains.
Moxley with a sleeper.
Here's your winner by submission and still the AEW World Champion, John Moxley.
Moxley went through a war here and survived it. Somehow, some way, John Moxley has regained his championship, the title physically retained it.
You know, I really think that was the only way he could win it. The only way he could win it because he couldn't pin him, but he kept kicking out.
I mean, Brodie Lee did not give up. He did not submit. This was a referee stoppage.
Because he's out.
Yeah, I mean, he's still out.
But his hand went limp. The referee made the right call. There should be no controversy on this finish.
John Moxley retains the AEW World Championship title. It was an incredible war.
About as physical as you're going to see, ladies and gentlemen. Both men bringing their A games. Both men with stiff strikes. You'd think they're both from Idaho.
And it was a physical, a strong, difficult match for both champion and challenger alike.
We saw some amazing things from both men. Brodie Lee was on top of his game. But Moxley just was relentless. Wouldn't give up.
And were it not for the weight of both men, for this exact moment, I think Brodie Lee might have won this match.
There you see the neck crimped. Some version of a sleeper. Cut off the flow of the blood to the brain to the carotid artery.
The left arm, you saw it just go limp.
And then there's the right.
And Brodie was not responding to the referee's request to say something, show me some life. So the referee made a good call.
You want to punk me? You want to disrespect me? Steal my property? Let that be a lesson! Don't cross me. Personally or professionally, keep your distance from the AEW World Champion if you know what's good for you.
Well, I know one man's not going to keep his distance from him. The man that won the casino ladder match tonight.
Yeah, that's a date with destiny, right?
Brian
Cage making his AEW debut and very nearly instantaneously earning a shot at John Moxley in the AEW
But
World
what is the
Championship.
relationship with Taz? That's what I wonder. We still don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, here's something, changing pace here. Kind of fun. Take a look at this.